dear friends, welcome back again. We are so happy you popped over again to see what we are up to today. Of course, for everyone who is new here, welcome. We are Janny and Dyanne, and we hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, of course, we hope you take a little bit of inspiration with you. For everyone who is here and is not subscribed to our channel, we hope you will click the red subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and tick the bell so you will be notified every time we upload new DIYs. Like we always say, enough talking, let's jump in today's inspiration.
Hey everyone, it's Dyanne here. Welcome back to Deco Easy. Today we're going to make some all-seasonal decor with this package here. I already opened it up. The tumbling tower blocks. Yes, Jenny and I use these a lot, or actually all in the videos since the past months, I think. And yeah, we love to work with those blocks and make all kind of unique items. And today I want to make some trees, which you can put in for every kind of decor, not especially for Christmas or winter, but really just for every decor. Of course, we need the tumbling tower blocks. This is how they look when you get them out of the package. For the ones who are new here, let me explain. Oh, this is a really weird one, you see, at the back. Never seen this, by the way, in our tumbling tower blocks. Anyway, we buy these packages online from a party supply shop, and then you get 45 pieces for just €3. And yeah, this is how large they are. They are 5 centimeters long and I believe 1.5 or 2 centimeters wide. And they're great to work with. We also bought them in the past, from Action. Yeah, then you get 60 pieces, slightly bigger than this, for also €3. So you got more blocks, more wood for your money. However, the advantage of these small things is that they're really nice to work with, especially if you're building fine or organic shapes. Better than when you gotta use the big ones. I really prefer these ones. And also an item which we're going to need is wood glue. This is the glue that Jenny and I like to use, also from Action. I don't know if this brand is available in your country, but I really like to work with it. And the can is super big. The only disadvantage that the nozzle gets stuck now and then. But I have to admit that's also not my fault, because right now it's totally clean. You have a really nice cap holder, and that's where the trick comes in. I put it away like that, and then I totally forget that I had to put the cap back on. So regularly I have to grab myself a needle to reopen that nozzle again. It dries up transparent, and I have no idea. Yeah, oh, it's waterproof. One commented just a few videos ago that if this are the brushes cleanable with water? Well, now I just take a look at it, and I don't think so, because it's waterproof. So she gave me the advice to reuse my same brush over again after I applied wood glue with the brush, but now I see you can't clean it with water. However, if you have any other advice for types of stuff where you can clean your brushes with especially, then I suggest putting them down in the comment section. But nonetheless, it's cheap and it's good stuff. Well, what are we going to do today? Making trees, and I'll explain to you how we're going to do that. Well, let's start up with opening the package, because I find that so much fun. This is how they arrive. Just picked a few out, but they come here in plastic, and the sound of when you put them upon the table, I really find that satisfying, so I'm going to share it with you. First, remove the plastic. This is perfect for a bin. If you have any pieces of debris that you want to put away, just put it in the bin. And also this flap here, if you cut it off like that, you have a straight side here and here, but also here. And those are great to remove any glue that might be dripping or popping out. If you got two pieces just like this, put it together, and when you have a little bit too much of glue, it will appear, on the surface, it pop out. And you can just scrape that away. You can also use your finger. That's what I do the most. And then I start wiping it here on my crafting mat, which is also from Action, by the way. And yeah, now and then I scrape the crafting mat clean, or I buy a new one. That's totally up to me. But you can also use a flap or a damp towel. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm going to put this upon the table. Now, make up for that satisfying sound. I find that so much fun to hear. I have no idea why it brings me such amount of joy, but it does. Really, really funny sound. Okay, let's move it over. We start off with blocks, which we're going to lay down like this. Now I'm going to concentrate here. You just lay them in the place. You put one over on that side and one over on that side. And you're going to build your tree up like so. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. They're not going to be symmetric, but personally I don't mind that because I like it when nothing is perfect here. Nature isn't perfect either. Everyone who's been looking at, for example, a tree. When I was a child, I'd draw a tree with just a really straight looking piece of bark. That doesn't exist in nature. Everything is a little bit wobbly, and that's actually what makes the nature perfect. So don't mind that this isn't completely straight, because I can add a little block here. Then you have 5 on this side and 4 on that side, but you're still going to see it. So you got to add another one. Yeah, it is a little bit unbalanced. That's true. But on the other hand, that's what makes nature perfect. This is the base of the tree. Now, of course, you understand we got to glue. And I'm really in doubt how I'm going to do that. Okay, we need 4 pieces on each side. Lay them apart like that. What is the easiest way to do so? I think I just start by putting this one up. Forgot to explain, if I put glue upon a block and it won't stick like that, then I call it greasy wood. Then you have to deal with greasy wood. You can't see it, you can't feel it. Even if it comes straight out of the package and you never touched it before, the greasy wood thing can happen. What I always do, I just pull it away, add a little bit more glue, wait a couple of minutes, and then just put it together again. Don't know if it's going to happen, we will see. Anyway, how I like to glue is just pour some glue. Let me just leave it laying down here. Gently rub in. And then we're going to, let me put it on this side. Gently push it together. Now on this side I gotta add a new piece of wood. Just lay it down and we're going to glue this side. And I think also the upward side. And then we just layer it out like that. And on this side we do the same. Just the small or the long side. Shuffle a little bit back and forth. There we go. Now you can see the glue is popping out. Am I doing it right now? I'm really in doubt. I think just let me redo it again. Yeah, I did it right. Somehow I got totally freaked out, like, am I doing it wrong or am I doing it right? You gotta see it and then you know, oh yeah, I'm on the good way. Add this one again. And then we're going to add another one here. Over this side. Okay. Now one more to go on each side. The good thing about this is you can still move around your wood if you want to. And I really like that compared to working with hot glue. That glue is strong and you can attach items really quickly. You can work fast. You don't need to wait that long until it's dry. But the disadvantage for me is, let me wipe away this, that you can't move it around. Sometimes that might be useful. I'm going to try if I can push it a little bit more together. Yes, that. Okay, now, well, and on the other back end we gotta place a piece of wood which is coming down. That was tree number 1, made out of 4 blocks on each row. I also want to make 2 more, so I have 3 in total. And for that one, I'm going to use a little bit more blocks. Let me say, for example, 5 on each side. If we gotta make it bigger, then we can always make it bigger. Just lay them apart, and then I'm going to redo the gluing process all over again, but then with 1 block extra, or maybe 2. I think I just put on 1 first, and with the third one I'm going to work with 6 pieces on each side. Of course, yeah, just lean back, get a cup of coffee or tea, and watch me gluing and do the job. Those pieces are done. I let them dry for at least, I think, half an hour, maybe an hour is better. We can also do some work in advantage because they need to stand. And therefore, I thought just put pieces of wood together. I think I'm going to work with 2 pieces. Let me glue like this. That's my normal way of gluing with wood. However, this was a really weird shape for me. Gotta redo it as can't pick my normal way of gluing. I always put blocks up, then put the glue on the parts that are standing up, gently rub against each other to divide the glue a little bit better and to start avoiding, those drips coming out. Well, let's merge these 2 together. Now you can just glue them instantly together, or you can just wait a couple of minutes. However, today is warm. If it's colder, I like to wait a little bit longer to attach. But today it's pretty warm, so just going to put them together like this. And this got to be a really strong connection. So to make sure that the connection is as strong as possible, you get 2 blocks, which you put on the opposite sides of each other, and then you got to press. You might see some glue popping out a little bit more. Be careful with this kind of pressing if you have more than 2 pieces, because then, bloop, something like that can happen. And oops, just outline everything by putting blocks together this way. Now, let's wipe away that glue drips a little bit more. There we are. Well, all the trees are dry now. Time to put these around here. But we don't want to do that on this side because this is the nice side. You always have a good side and a bad side when you're gluing. Let me check which are the bad sides, because I've got to twist things over. Look, you can see hopefully that there are plaques of glue here and here as well, because that's where this thing laid down upon the floor. Okay, I'm going to all position them in the same way. Now you can see the difference between each tree. And I think I'm just going to start by gluing these on the center part and make sure that each edge touches the other edge. And I want to apply the glue here because you're not going to see this side. So if I put on too much glue or too far down on the bottom of the tree, you're sure going to see it. And that's not what we want. So just pour, I poured a little bit too much, I think. Pour glue on the back side. Position everything back here. I'm going to grab myself 3 extra blocks. Oh, these are glued together, huh? There. I'm going to take myself 3 extra blocks for support. So I'm sure, I'll lay them down here. I'm sure that those blocks here don't tumble down. Carefully going to lay them in there. Like so. And this block helps supporting so that it won't tumble, twist, and fall down. And I think since I added so much glue, it is a good idea to let this dry a really long time. I think about an hour. That should be enough. There we are. Just let it dry now. These are ready. Look how cute they are. Well, they might not be super symmetrical, but I like the shape of the trees. For now, I want to make standards for the trees, and we're going to do that as following. We take 2 blocks on each side. Now we're going to put several behind each other, just like so. So these need 5 in the middle, and then 2 outlined on each side. Gluing is simple. Just put these down one by one, except for the last or the first one in a row. And yeah, these can be glued as well. Grab our glue, and I'm going to pour it all over the blocks that are laying down flat, like so. Doesn't need to be super much, just a tiny little bit, because these trees aren't super heavy, so you don't need that much glue. The most tricky part comes here when you put them upon the standards. There will be the most of the weight, so that will be the strongest part where you need to glue. Now, very simple, you just put them back up again. Don't have to press super hard yet. And then these 2 on the sides. It is simple as that. And at the end, we're going to grab 2 spare blocks again. Oops. Do not touch that part. Now, 2 spare blocks. First, we can already start pushing on the side blocks, because they will help outline everything. Now we're also going to push from this side and from this side as well. And then we'll need some drying time. There we go. Any glue that might pop between, I'm going to gently rub that away. And now let's see if we put this one in the center, will it hold standing there? I don't think so. I think it will tumble over. Let me see what we can do about that. I don't think that much yet. We first need to wait until this is dry, and then I can make some sort of, or lay it down or put it upon a box or anything, or maybe we can make a tiny tower out of leftover blocks to support the trees. Oh, we need a third one. Make 3 threes and just 2 of these. Well, whoops. Let's do that. Anyway, my advice, just wait until everything is dry before you apply the trees upon your standard, because the weight simply leans to one side on the trees, and that is the side where the branches are on, and it will tumble over without support. Yeah, I'm a little bit chaotic in my head today. There, just fix this way. 2 spare blocks to press everything together, so it will be one, yeah, won't be same block of concrete, but it will be close. There we go. All the big blocks here, I have 3 are dry. Now, these were already dry. I have 3 spare blocks that we're going to use to support the trees before we attach them to the standard blocks. Now, these lay down, and I measured now just perfectly. The tree is outlined to the center of this, supporting block. As long as these are in balance and not going to tumble back and forth, this should do the trick. Yes. Now, of course, we grab the glue again. Move these a little bit more backwards. Now, this one is a little bit tilted over. Yes, now that's okay. Let's apply some glue there on the center. I'm going to let it rest for just a few seconds. I've got to be quick because it already starts pouring to one side. I'm going to shuffle in this part here. And this should work. Let the glue glide back a little bit. I should have glued it instantly, not letting it rest. There we are. I have the feeling that this one isn't straight, however it is now. And the last one, this is somehow the easiest because the weight can be divided a little bit better because this is the largest tree. Once again, we have to wait until it's dry. There we go. And now we let it rest. After this is done, the drying process, I will tilt them over, put them back up, and then is where, oh, forgot to close the cap again, and then is where the beeswax comes in, I believe. Yeah, here I have the jar with beeswax. This is the stuff that Jenny and I use to give the wood a little bit more, an old look. Now it is blind wood, but once we're done with this, you will see it gets a really nice shine. However, you can also paint it white. I'm still in doubt if I want to give it the wood look or the white look. We're going to think about it. We can do both, or you just make them black or another color, totally up to you. But for now, as I think about it, I think I will use this color. Here we are, back again with 3 trees that are glued down and dry. I want to paint them. And I finally know what I want to do. I'm going to give them 3 colors. I want to give 1 black, 1 white, and 1 in the beeswax color. I think I'll do the big one in black, this one in white, and this one in the beeswax color. Here is the final result of the 3 trees, small, big, medium, in 3 different colors. I hope that you like what we made here. If you have questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comment section, and we're happy to read what you wrote. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day. Bye everyone!